Though the calendar might say that the year is 2001, civil libertarians are arguing that a recent use of computer technology makes it seem more like George Orwell's 1984. That's tonight's Sunday Cover, the controversial new face of law enforcement. As fans poured into Raymond James Stadium for the first Super Bowl of the new millennium, they were truly entering a brave new world. Each of their faces was secretly scanned by computer and run through a database of known criminals and terrorists. Though no arrests were made, police say they got 19 possible matches. Civil liberties groups denounced the experiment as invasive and illegal.
When the government does it, they ought to be doing it on the basis of some reasonable suspicion that crime is taking place.
Tampa officials, citing the security risk at such a high-profile event, defended their use of the facial recognition technology.
Clearly, it was an easy target for somebody if they were inclined to commit a terrorist act. I think that supersedes whatever arguments the ACLU has made.
The man who developed the facial recognition software says law-abiding citizens need not worry. If you're not wanted by the police, the computer will simply disregard your image.
We think that is a very passive biometric. It's looking at your face. It's not intrusive in any way, and certainly less intrusive than going into an airport and having someone check your luggage.
While law enforcement use of video scrutiny is controversial, private industry has been using it for years. Security guards at the Trump Marina Casino in Atlantic City use a network of 700 cameras to search for suspicious characters. They demonstrated for CBS News how the system works using a casino employee as a model.
From there, we could zoom in on the individual and get a picture of their face, and then capture that picture, and then compare it against the individuals that are in the database, and we have a match. This system can scan 10,000 pictures in about 1 to 1.5 seconds. This technology is here to stay. It's only going to improve and get better.
Verifying. Please look at the camera.
Criticism of facial recognition goes beyond the privacy issue. Jim Wayman has tested the technology and says it was never intended to be used to track large moving crowds at a public venue like the Super Bowl.
When we get outside of a controlled environment where pose, angle, lighting, background clutter change significantly, these systems simply cannot pick out a single face and match it reliably against a database of mugshots.
Indeed, when Tom Colatosti demonstrated the system for us, it had no trouble identifying him alone. But moments later, when he followed a group of people past the camera, the computer sounded no alarm. He admits the system was not designed to replace humans.
For people who are concerned that somehow they may end up in an electronic lineup and then get arrested and something terrible would happen to them is simply just an unfounded fear.
Identity verified.
But the technology is growing fast. Faster, some critics fear, than any legal protections for individual rights.
Please look at the camera.
It's not perfect. It's not 100%, but it is improving. And the good news is we have time as a society to figure out how it is we want to regulate the use of biometric facial recognition.
For its part, the federal government is hoping to use facial recognition technology to protect its embassies and military installations around the world. We'll be back.